Government is necessary, not because man is naturally bad, but because man is by nature more individualistic than social. Humans are driven by a perpetual and restless desire of power. A democracy is no more than an aristocracy of orators. The people are so readily moved by demagogues that control must be exercised by the government over speech and press. How could a state be governed or protected in its foreign relations if every individual remained free to obey, or not to obey the law according to his private opinion? The condition of man is a condition of war of everyone against everyone. Hell is truth seen too late. It is not wisdom but authority that makes a law. The original of all great and lasting societies consisted not in the mutual goodwill men had toward each other, but in the mutual fear they had of each other. If nobody makes you do it, it counts as fun. Unnecessary laws are not good laws, but traps for money. The right of nature is the liberty each man hath to use his own power, as he will himself, for the preservation of his own nature, that is to say, of his own life. If any two men desire the same thing, which nevertheless they cannot both enjoy, they become enemies. Curiosity is the lust of the mind. The passions of men are commonly more potent than their reason. If I read as many books as most men do, I would be as dull-witted as they are. Leisure is the mother of philosophy. The first and fundamental law of nature, which is to seek peace and follow it. And when men build on false grounds, the more they build, the greater is the ruin. For there are very few so foolish who would not rather govern themselves than be governed by others. Passions unguided are for the most part mere madness. It's not the pace of life I mind, it's the sudden stop at the end. Silence is sometimes an argument of consent. Words are the counters of wise men, are the money of fools. Where there is no common power, there is no law. Science is the knowledge of consequences and dependence of one fact upon another. A man cannot lay down the right of resisting them that assault him by force to take away his life. The best men are the least suspicious of fraudulent purposes. The world is governed by opinion. All men among themselves are by nature equal. The inequality we now discern hath its spring from the civil law. And seeing every man is presumed to do all things in order to his own benefit, no man is a fit arbitrator in his own cause. For if all things were equally in all men, nothing would be prized. Prudence is a presumption of the future, contracted from the experience of time past. No arts, no letters, no society. The end of knowledge is power. The scope of all speculation is the performing of some action or thing to be done. Curiosity draws a man from consideration of the effect to seek the cause. Ignorance of the law is no good excuse, where every man is bound to take notice of the laws to which he is subject. Obligation is thraldom, and thraldom is hateful. And as in other things, so in men, not the seller, but the buyer determines the price. Nature itself cannot err. Passions unguided are for the most part mere madness.